Here are some great gift ideas for your favorite artist.
Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Christine Marks and I'm an artist. And today I am going to be showing you the things that I bought from Black Friday through Cyber Monday. I went a little crazy because they do have some good prices on things during that time period, but I've noticed some of these things haven't gone up in price too much since then. And if you're shopping for an artist, these are things that I love that I end up buying for myself. And I thought if you have an artist that you want to buy for, these are all really helpful things if you're a watercolor artist. So I'm just going to go through these things one by one. I will have a link below that will give you a link to go to any of these products if you like them, because some of them are hard to find. Some of the stuff I ordered off of Etsy. It was not just Amazon. It was also Etsy and then directly from manufacturers. So I guess I'm just going to start with what's here and go through these things one by one. The first thing that I've actually had a chance to use, and I did a card last week, are these adorable postcards. And these are from Etcher Labs. I believe I ordered those directly from Etcher, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look. It's a 100 pack of cold press, 100% cotton, cold press paper, and it is 100 postcards. Comes in a lovely box, and I really very much like, it is cold press, but it's not rough, but it's not smooth like hot press. So they did have a hot press option. I'm more of a cold press fan, so these are really neat. Next, I ordered for my mother, and I mostly use Daniel Smith, but I am experimenting with all different watercolors as I watch other channels and see what other artists use. I get excited and go online and buy things. And this is one of them. I think it's Debbie Walker that uses these all the time, and she does some beautiful work. This is a 52 color palette. And there's a sponge that was in here, and I think a brush and a pen, and I lost one of the other brushes. But it is not a professional grade or artist grade. It is student grade paints. They are student grade paints, but I really like them. I've used them to play around with a few things. So this is for my mom, and she doesn't watch my channel, so I can show you these things and not worry about it. These are mine, and I like them so much. My mom is just starting out in watercolor, and she's really good, but she gets very frustrated by color mixing, which I absolutely agree with. I've been painting for almost 20 years now. I started in oils. Watercolor's new to me. And so I can imagine when you're starting out that mixing these colors is maybe a frustration that you don't really need as a beginning artist. So these are fun. So that's number two. Number one was the Etcher. Number two, Myling paints. Then I have been seeing there are lots of coloring books at Michael's for people that draw with pens. And I'm not a big pen artist. I'm starting to get involved with a little bit of using like watercolor markers and watercolor pencils, which is still not the same thing as the pens, but these are specifically when you want to paint. It's called Watercolor Delights, and this came in a lovely package. I have not painted on this yet. I will, but the paper, the quality of presentation on this product, I was very happy with. This little sheet came in it. It says enjoy. It's just really beautifully packaged. Dear Chris, a personalized note. Thank you for your purchase from Watercolor Delights, my small shop for handmade watercolor coloring books. I've purposefully left the envelopes unsealed just in case they are intended as gifts, making it easy for you to see their contents. Warmest regards, Joanne. And just the packaging is beautiful. Comes with some QR codes for different, it looks like individual downloads, like for pears or coffee or individual sheets to watercolor paint. It comes with this cute little, it's just 6-8 pages of watercolor basics. This is just such a lovely gift, and it was not horribly expensive. So I bought a 4-pack for myself and a 2-pack for my mom, or one or the other way around. Here they are individually packaged. The 4-pack came in a big outer package. So did the 2-pack. And then she left these unsealed so you could actually look at which book was in there. This one is, I believe, Animals. And again, you have the QR code and a beautiful, I'll flip through some of these for you. This is just a beautiful bird. Now these are not, it's not a block per se where you would rip these off and tape them down, because when I pulled at one of these, it pulled out. So it's not a solid block that you go through one at a time, or that you use one at a time. You can look through and see which ones you want to paint. I can see why she did this instead of a solid block. This is beautiful. This would be fun to paint. There's an owl. There's a beautiful reindeer. That's nice for Christmas. A giraffe. And then she has a beautiful, exceptional watercoloring book, is a true masterpiece, crafted with unwavering excellence. I would agree with her. Now, I haven't painted on them yet. I will. But the paper feels wonderful. And it's just, I was so happy I stumbled upon it on Etsy. I thought it was, maybe there are a whole bunch of other coloring books like this, but I feel like I hit the jackpot with just a beautiful presentation, beautifully packaged. I think anyone who's doing watercolor would love it. This is the still life book, so I'll show you. There's a plant, there's a light, a lantern, pumpkins, and they're very basic, but this is very thick. I'm pretty sure it's 100% cotton paper. Yeah, 100% cold pressed artist grade Bao Hong cotton paper. So, and it is, I mean, it's really thick. So, yes, I would recommend these as a gift. No, I don't know how they're going to do when I paint on them, but now I got another, let's see, Magnificent Castles coloring book. I think these are for my sister who does do pencils, and I ordered her pencils with these. Butterflies coloring book and flowers coloring book. So these show paints on them. They say it's perfect for painting and drawing. Let's see. Let's open the flowers, because I'll give her the other two. I think I wanted to see how they were for myself. Should move my gift pile over here. Okay. Beautiful Castle Arts. Now, I wasn't really familiar with Castle Arts either, but they had some beautiful pencil sets. That's pretty. That shows all the flowers that, especially curated by our resident artist. So there are 36 flower collections. Now, this is more like a coloring book, although it feels nice and thick. So I think this would make a great gift, definitely for someone who uses pens or crayons. I am going to try it with watercolor. So that's the next one. Now, after that, we have Van Gogh Washi Tape. When I do my painting, I notice other painters that use such pretty washi tape. when they're demonstrating to tape down their paper. And I have been using plain white Dick Blick paint that I have back there. And it just, I just think it looks so much nicer to use the washi tape. So let's see. Oh, wow, there are a bunch in here. This is, I can't remember how many were in here, 36 rolls of washi tape. And you can see Starry Night is on the front. And these are beautiful. These are really nice. Little sunflowers. There's a lot of green in them and a lot of blue. But washi tape is really nice for painters and people that journal, which in my next video, I'm going to be showing some watercolor journals that I just love, that I didn't order in this round, but they're one of my favorite things. All right, so moving through the list. I finally broke down, I ordered a Meeden ceramic, I was looking for it, palette that I absolutely love. I think their prices on ceramic items are very good. And I see a lot of people that use this two tub watercolor wash cup. It's heavy, but so it's 2 pounds, but I like it. It's big, it's not tiny. I use, I have been using ball jars, but the little rim on it, when I rub my brush to get the water and the color off, gets color stuck in it. And I feel like this, because it is smooth, the pigment will probably not get stuck on the top so much, which was kind of irritating for me. So I'll definitely put a link, and I might even have a discount code for the Meeden watercolor bins. Okay, this is a classic for stocking stuffer for anyone who's an artist, and they did have a great price on Micron pens. I love to do pen and wash, and so this is pretty bleed proof when it dries, very bleed proof, and I just love my Micron pens. So I like them a lot. Now, this is, I thought this was really neat. One of the manufacturers, I can't remember who, had a clipboard type product. I saw it on a paint channel and I couldn't find it. That also they use as storage. Maybe if you know who that is, if you could put it in the comments below. I'd love to know who the paint manufacturer is that has these. But when I was looking on Black Friday, I just looked up like clipboards that hold things. I'm always very basic in my, your Google search, putting in my keywords. But this is what it came up with. And this, now, I'm not sure. I think this will be fine to tape down and use this to sketch on. But what looked really neat about the one that I saw on the paint channel, and this has it. This has, that's a little sharp, not terrible. This has where you can store your papers in here. You can use this area to paint on, and then put your paints or your pencils down here, and it all stays in one little clipboard. And I thought, wow, that's genius. And I also thought, which I frequently do, sometimes you can find it on Amazon for a more reasonable price, not necessarily for painting items, but for like anything, like for horseshoes that I saw at a very expensive retailer that was like a fancy garden center around here, and they were charging a lot. And I went on Amazon, and the exact same product, same manufacturer, was like 60% lower. So sometimes that happens. This was very reasonable. I'll put the link below. That's a great gift for painters or sketchers. And that's it. Now, I've seen a lot of Grabie pop up. I've never used Grabie or Grabie. I'm thinking it's Grabie, but it could be Grabie. Grabie, I think, though, would have 2 B's in it. I ordered 3 products from Grabie, 4 products from Grabie. What caught my attention at first was the 12-month watercolor calendar. And this is really neat. I have seen since that I guess it sells out really quickly. And I was expecting it to be bigger, which again happens with things when I order them off of Amazon. They're not always, they look like really big and they're not. Like I have a book over here on my bookshelf that's this big that my grandson bought me last year. It's Things I Love About My Grandma. And my daughter said she was expecting it to be like this big. And it was this big. So sometimes you want to check those dimensions when you're ordering on Amazon. So I did expect this to be a little bigger, but it's a 2025 12-month water calendar. So now if you do order this, you won't be surprised. But it looks pretty, yeah, nice and thick. I always have a hard time with these. Let's put this together. Come on. There we go. And what you can do, at least I saw somebody else doing this, is you put in as you do your months, there's a little holder for them, but there is a space right here that is for a painting, January, February. Now, if you really liked what you ended up with, I think you could, I know you could, take it to Staples and have them do a little ringy clip here so that you can just keep it. What do they call those? Where you put the little rings in your calendar. You can get that finished off and keep it on your shelf. Because, you know, people keep their sketchbooks and that is kind of like that. So that's that. That is the 2025, and they may already be sold out by now. I didn't know they were such a popular item, but that is that. I'm just gonna layer this stuff over here and go through the rest of the Grabie, getting close to the end here. And then I actually have one more Amazon box downstairs that I'm going to be showing later in the week, because I know I'm so much like a man in that I could do all my Christmas shopping December 24th. I'm not like my wonderful mom who already has everything wrapped and her cookies baked. I'm very last minute kind of person. So hopefully I get this up before during 2024, and then maybe somebody can benefit from buying something unique. Okay, now these are the Grabie Watercolor Postcards, 100% cotton. They feel very much like the Etcher. They actually feel a bit thicker. They're both very thick. Cute backside here. This one also has, for just mailing it out as a postcard. These are very thick, very nice. I'm impressed with the thickness of these. They're cute. Cute to, dash a little watercolor on and mail it out to your friends. Again, it's, what is it today? December 9th. So it's probably, you all probably have your your cards mailed out, but for those procrastinators unite, this is good. Very nice. I would order these for the stocking of an artist. I'm going to set these here. We have a couple more fun things. Now this is a Grabie Watercolor coloring book, 100% cotton, 15 sheets, and I'm thinking, I don't know if it's plain or it has, oh, yeah, of course, because it's a coloring book, it has very lightly, let me see if you can see that. There's a wreath, a very light, oh, that's beautiful, a pumpkin surrounded by leaves. Well, this is autumn themed. I didn't know that I ordered autumn themed, but I did. So this will be for next year, but they have some roses and, oh, just some beautiful beautiful autumn theme in here. Maybe they have a Christmas theme. Maybe I clicked the wrong button, which happens now. These I'll go over next time. I got Posca pens because I have taken these and colored tennis shoes for my grandkids, and they work great. Next thing, and then I've also never ordered from this brand, Artistro glitter paint pens. They looked so pretty. I love anything with glitter. And so let's take a look at these. It's a set of 12. And some of these I was just like, oh, it's Black Friday. And they were like 70% off of retail. So they were like too good to pass up. I'm not sure about right now. Let's see. So these are glitter paint pens. Good, perfect for rocks, glass, wood, paper. It looks like you need to prime these before you use them. So we're not going to do that because you have to shake them forever and then prime them with an extra fine tip. But when I color with my grandkids, one of my grandsons loves to color on rocks. So anytime I see anything that's good for rock painting, I pick it up. These were a steal. These are great in my effort to always get more organized. I wanted to have like go bags for watercolor that have a little tiny, tiny book. It would have to be smaller than this. I do have smaller books, but this has, I wanted to put like some pencils, some water pens in here, and a small pack of watercolors, along with a little bit of paper, small sketchbook. But this has 3 pockets. A big pocket in the middle. This for brushes or pencils, and then another pocket in the back. And they were very inexpensive. I ordered 2 or 3 of them to stash one in my car, put one downstairs in a desk where I'm always like, oh, I wish I had my stuff out to paint. And then I got a tube of quinacridone red from Daniel Smith. Oh wait, I have one more. I went real crazy with the papers because I'm having fun trying out different watercolor, like the postcards. And the postcards are fun because they're 100 pack and you can practice on them and not feel, I have these big pads of paper, and I hate cutting them down. I mean, I know I can, but I like to have the postcard size also just to kind of practice on. So this is the last item I'm gonna show you today. It is a Paul Rubens watercolor book, cold press. Let's see what this has. Here is, I don't know who that is. I should have my glasses so I could read this, but I don't. Hang on, let's see. I think this is just, do you always have a hard time like opening these? I sure do. Getting the top, there should be a little spot where you can, this is it right here, where you can go around and pull off this top interesting picture of somebody. Let's see. So this says moisture proof, sun protection, preservation. This picture says nothing. But, ooh, this feels nice and thick. Paul Rubens, and it's tiny. I wanted a tiny little paint book. It is on a block. It's all sealed on all the sides, and it's a good size. So this is the last thing I ordered for over Black Friday to Cyber Monday. Any of these things I would have loved to have gotten in my stocking. So those are recommendations from an artist for other artists or artists that you love if you're looking to buy for someone else. And at the end of the week, or Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be showing, it's not really reviewing, I will be showing you the contents of the rest of the box. So if you would like that to pop into your inbox and you hit subscribe, then you will be notified when the next video comes out. That would really help my channel out. I'd appreciate it. And thank you if you've watched this far. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.